Hi, I'm Ali and I'm going to show you how to adjust a fitted dress with darts. Until an hour ago, this dress didn't fit very well at all. It used to fit, but I've lost weight and it just felt a little bit empty. So I wanted to adjust it so I could wear it again, as it's one of my favourites. If you like this fabric, I'll put a link below to where you can buy it from. This fabric is designed by a friend of mine, which is why it's one of my favourite dresses. Anyway, let's get on with adjusting it. So I will show you now how it did fit and what I did to get it to fit like this. So this is how this dress did look. You can see it's just really roomy around here. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not how I want it to fit. When I first made this dress, it was really well fitted, but since my body shape has changed, it's really loose around here and I just want it to fit how it used to. I'm going to show you step by step how I'm going to adjust it. When you take it in just at the sides, if it's coming in more than a few millimetres, it just means it pulls the armhole around, which makes it feel a little bit tight. It moves these darts that are here away from the bust point, so they're just sitting in the wrong place. And then if you've got a side dart here, it makes that dart really, really small. So to do it properly, you need to just play around with the darts a little bit as well. So the first thing I've done is I've just put a few pins down either side. I've taken it in a tiny bit at the waist and I've taken it in a fair bit more at the top. So you can see already it's fitting a little bit better, but it's just pulling off where the darts are. Although it doesn't look like I've pinned it in much at the sides, which I'll show you when I take it off in a second. It only looks a little bit, but it's actually 4 centimetres all the way around, or 1.5 inches, which makes quite a difference to where the darts sit. So my first thing is just to decide how much I actually want to take it in by. The next thing I've pinned, and I don't know how well you can see it, is this dart position here. There's a dart under the bust and it's sitting really wide because it's pulled it around, so it's not as close to the middle as it was, and you want it sitting under the bust point. So the pin to the side is where the dart is, and the pin on this side is where I want to move it to. And then the other bits that I'm going to need to look at is this side dart, which might change position slightly. It will definitely change length, but I want to move these darts here first. And then lastly, the armhole. Because I'm pulling it around like this, it just means that armhole's pulled around and it can sometimes feel a little bit tight here. So I'll cut that out a little bit more. And the last thing I might need to do is just adjust the shape of the armhole at the top. That depends what I do with this dart. So let's just do one step at a time. So you can see a bit clearer now I've taken it off. You can see I've taken it in a little bit where the waist is, quite a bit more at the top. So basically that amount there, it's just over 1 centimetre. So you've got 4 times that amount coming out altogether. And these are the 2 pins that you probably couldn't see very well. I want to move the darts from where the green pin is over to where the white pin is. Whether you can do this or not really depends on the fabric and if it's marked the fabric where it's been stitched until now. So you just have to make that call whether it's going to leave too much of a mark to do it, but it will fit better if you do move them. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make a note of how much I'm taking it in at what positions, and then I can take these pins out while I'm working on it. So I always do 1 measurement at the top. It helps to have 2 rulers to do this. So my measurement at the top is 1.2 centimetres. And then I want to measure, it's going to be a straight line, this top bit, so I want to measure it until it gets to the smallest point that I'm taking it in. So that's 17.5 centimetres down, and it measures 5 millimetres. And then I'm taking it in a little bit here, just on the high hip, so that's 24 centimetres down, and it's 4 millimetres. Oops. And then I need to decide at what point I'm not taking it in at all. So it's going to be about here. So I'll make note that that's 32 centimetres. So I can take all those pins out now while I work on it moving the darts, which is the first thing I'm going to do. I don't want to change the length or the width of the dart, I just want to move it over. So the only measurement I need to is the difference between these 2 pins, which is 1.2 centimetres. So that's how much I need to move it by. So now I just need to turn my dress inside out so I can start adjusting those darts. So if you've got a lining, you'll need to do exactly the same on the lining as the outer. If you don't have a lining, then you just need to do it on this one layer. So the first thing I need to do is unpick the existing darts. If you've got a fabric where you're not going to be able to see where the previous stitch line was, just put some pins in it just to mark where that was. So you can see there, hopefully you can see the old stitch line where I've unpicked it, where my dart was. So the first thing I need to do is at the widest point here and the top and bottom, I just need to put a pin where the new position is. So 1.2 centimetres is how much I'm moving it across. Make sure you move it in the right direction. You don't want to make it worse than it was. So I'm just marking each of these points 1.2 centimetres closer to the centre front. So that's all 4 points now marked. I need to just make sure I've not pinned through to the other layers, which I have on this one here. So let's let that one go. Oh, and I've done it at the top. So that's now the top and bottom and both sides of the dart. And then you just need to put the new dart in the same way you would sew any dart in. So I'm just going to put that pin through to this one. And then that is the centre point of this dart. So I'll just mark that one there. And then the top and bottom points of my dart need to just be exactly where they were before. So I'm just going to mark those like that. So my dart is now pinned and ready to sew. You could iron all of this out before you sew it, but you're going to be turning your iron on and off. So I prefer just to get it all sewn, and then I will just iron everything out at the end, and I'll try and steam out this original stitch line. So I need to do this on both of the darts on the outer and both of the darts on the lining exactly the same. So I'm going to get everything pinned and ready to sew. You can see here where the fabric has really pulled, as quite often lining fabrics are not the strongest. So if you are moving darts on anything like this, just be really careful. If your fabric has pulled like this on the main fabric, then I really wouldn't risk doing it, because when you put the new dart position in, you're going to see where these have been. Obviously on the lining, it doesn't really matter, but if your fabric has pulled like this on the main fabric, then you really don't want to be moving the darts. You can see there that it's actually quite bad, but it's all on the inside, and the main thing is that this looks great and fits on the outside. So I'm just going to get both of those darts done exactly the same way that I did the darts on the outside. So I've got these now sewn up. If you need any help on sewing darts, follow the link at the top of the screen, which will give you a bit more detail on sewing darts. So those are done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it on again and just make sure those darts are in the right place. Before I try it on, I'm just going to put the pins back in the sides so I can see exactly how it fits. So this is now ready to try on. It is a bit frustrating keep having to put it on, take it off, but it's the best way to get it to fit perfectly. So don't try and cut corners. Even though there's clearly still a fair bit of work to do, I can already feel that this is a lot better. The darts are now in the right position, so this bust point isn't kind of further around the side. So I just need to work out what I want to do with this side dart here. It actually doesn't need much doing. I think all I need to do is just make it a little bit longer. So basically what I've taken off here, I need to add on to this end and then just reshape it. It seems to fit pretty well other than that. So I'm just going to put a few pins in and then see how it looks. So I've just put a few pins in this side to see how it looks. I've not done anything on this side, and it's only the tiniest amount, but I feel like it makes enough difference. So I'll show you what I've pinned when I take it off before I stitch that. So I need to just do that same adjustment on both sides and again on the lining. So you can see here what I've pinned. If I put a pin where the end of the previous dart was, and then you can see where that first pin there is, that distance is basically the same, or it's a little bit more than what I've taken it in there. So that's where I now need to stitch. So I'm not adjusting it at this end here, and I'm making it longer there, and I just need to make that a nice straight line so it hasn't got any little lumps and bumps. So now I've got this on the inside, I'm just going to put a couple of pins just to hold that flat because that's been ironed down. And I just want to make sure that that's all sitting flat there as well. And then I'm just going to put a pin to mark the end. So I measured before I took the pins out of the other side that it's 1.3 centimetres. So that's the end position of my dart, and I don't want to be adjusting it at this end. So I need to finish a little bit from where the seam is. So I'm just going to put a pin in there, and then all I need to do is make sure that that joins with a straight line. And that's the best way to make sure it's straight. So I'm just going to take that little bit out there, and it doesn't seem like much. It's only a little sliver, but it's the difference of it fitting really nicely or just having little kind of funny baggy bits. So I'm going to stitch that, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side and on the lining. Now that all of the darts have been moved and extended and everything I need to do to them, I'm ready to finally take in the sides. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to unpick a little bit here at the armhole. So this is the top of our side seam. That's where the armhole opening is here. So I just need to unpick enough to be able to take it in. So whatever the measurement is you're taking in at the top, just unpick about another centimetre or half an inch from that measurement, and do that on both sides. So once you've separated them, you just need to do all 4 side seams, 2 on the outer, 2 on the lining. If you haven't got a lining, then you'll have a facing or something like that, or a binding. You just need to do the same with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my measurement that I had at the beginning, and then I'm going to mark. So you don't want to do it from the top edge of where it's cut, you want to do it from where the stitch line is. So I need to mark that, the distances I've got here. So I've got one at the top, I'm just going to put a pin in there, one 17.5 centimetres down, I'm going to put a pin there, and then again at 24 and 32. So these are all the distances I need to measure. So at the top, and I want to be really precise when I do this, because over the whole dress it will make quite a bit of difference. So I need 1.2 centimetres at the top, I need 5 millimetres on this one, 4 millimetres on this one, and then nothing on this last one. And then what I'll do is just put a few pins in between to join those up. If you've got quite a long bit like that, then it's always a good idea just to put a ruler there, just to make sure that that line is nice and straight. So that's all of my pins for this seam, and I can take those ones out now, and I just need to do the same on the other 3. So now that I've got all of those pinned, I'm nearly done. I need to stitch all of those, and at this stage, before I start sewing, I'm going to turn my iron on and quickly try it on before I finish off the armhole, which is the last bit to do. That funny noise you can hear is my iron warming up. Sorry, it's right next to my phone recording this. So you can see already this looks so much better than it did. It's no longer all baggy around here. Everything feels like it's fitting in the right place. I'm so glad I've gone to the effort to do it. So the last thing I'm going to do is just adjust this armhole, because what's happened is I've pulled it around and now that feels really tight, and I just know it's going to be uncomfortable. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just mark with a pin where I feel like it needs to go. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm just going to scoop it out a little bit there. The back isn't a problem because we move our arms forward. We don't tend to move them back so much. That's not a problem. And it's not any higher than it was, so that isn't a problem. It's just this bit here. So I'm going to show you how just to finish off that armhole and put this back together. And then hopefully by then my iron will be ready to iron all this out and see how it looks. So this is the pin here that I just put on it. So that's the shape of my armhole. And you can see by me pulling it in there, that does look quite tight. Let me just swap that for a different colour so you can see that a little bit easier. So it's actually quite a lot that it needs to scoop out. The shoulders are going to be a little bit wide, but there's not really much I can do about that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to measure how much that is. So that's 1 centimetre, and the position from the new side seam, if I measure it across like this in a straight line, is 6.5 centimetres. So I'm going to turn my dress inside out. I should have written those measurements down because my memory is shocking, but hopefully I will remember them. So I'm going to pull the strap through a little bit just so I can get that armhole all nice and flat. So the first thing I'm going to do, you can trim this excess off if you want, but this is a really lightweight fabric, so I'm just going to leave it. If you've got a heavy fabric, then you might want to do that. So all my seams are getting pressed to the back. So that's now just pinned that back together. Let's get another one in the back. So that's ready to stitch up. So the only adjustment I need to do, so this is the front now, I need to measure 6.5 across in a straight line from where the seam position is, which takes me to there. And in that position, I need to cut my armhole out by 1 centimetre. It sometimes seems quite a lot when you're doing this, but you've just got to trust where you've put the pins when you had it on. So I'm just going to put a few pins in there just to make that a really nice armhole shape. I'm going to leave that one in there for now so I know where the widest point is. So you don't want it creating funny shapes. You want to go a fair bit up just to be able to reshape it into a decent shape. So that looks pretty good, but it's going to be a case of stitching and trimming and then trying it on, and then you might have to do it a couple of times to get it perfect. So I need to do that, and I need to do the same on both sides, and then all I've got left to do is just iron it all out, and my dress should be ready to wear again. The very last thing I now need to do is just trim off this little bit of fabric. Unfortunately, you can't really try it on very well to check that that's right before you trim it, because it won't sit right. So just do that on both sides, and then your dress should fit you perfectly. And that's my finished dress, fitting so much better than it did. It was so roomy here that I just felt like my dress was empty. So all of those adjustments were worth the effort. It's taken me about an hour to do, and that's an hour well spent because I've now got a dress that I feel fits me so much better. If when you've done these armholes they still feel a little bit tight, just scoop a little bit more out, just do a little bit at a time. But hopefully you found this tutorial really helpful, and it will help you to adjust any dresses you've got that don't fit properly. If you liked this tutorial, then make sure you subscribe and comment below if there's any other adjustments that you'd love to learn how to do.